Hey everybody, and welcome to the first Relocavore demonstration video. Today I'm going to teach you how to turn cabbage into sauerkraut. So sauerkraut is simply pickled cabbage. You cut up the cabbage, put it in a closed anaerobic environment without any oxygen, and you let all these great bacteria break down all of the cell walls, burp out a whole bunch of gas, exude a bunch of waste products, and that's what gives sauerkraut its tangy taste and its soft texture. The ingredients you'll need are 1. Cabbage. Here I have about 4 pounds of locally grown organic cabbage. This came in our CSA over the last couple weeks. And the second ingredient you need is salt. Regular old table salt will do. The equipment you'll need is some kind of big damn bowl in order to hold all of the chopped sauerkraut, chopped cabbage. In order to slice the cabbage, you're going to need a mandolin or a V-slicer. This device allows you to quickly cut the cabbage into uniform pieces. And then the last piece of equipment you need is a pickling crock. Now some people go out and spend $100, $200 buying an actual pickling crock. Now, for me, I can't really justify the cost, so instead, we're going to make sauerkraut in one of these 1-gallon food service containers. What I did is I had Sam cut the top off of it, so I now have a straight-sided vessel. Then I went around my kitchen and I found a little saucer, and it fits just inside the vessel, but leaves a little bit of space around the edges in order for gases to escape. And then the last thing you need is a weight. Here I'm using a quart jar full of water, weighs about 2 pounds. The first step in transforming cabbage into sauerkraut is to shred the cabbage. Put down a towel so your bowl is stable. Get yourself a big damn bowl, your mandolin or V-slicer, and for heaven's sakes, use the finger guard, because if you cut your fingers and you bleed all over your cabbage, it doesn't make good sauerkraut. Use the finger guard and go to town. So once the cabbage is all shredded, you need to sort through it and pull out any big pieces of core or slices of leaves that didn't get cut up. The cabbage has all been shredded. Do you see now why I said you need a big damn bowl to hold all of it? The next step is that we need to salt the cabbage. What the salt does is it helps start to break down the cell walls of the cabbage and exude all of the juices so that when the bacteria get in there, they've got something they can start to eat. We had 4 pounds of cabbage originally, and so for each pound of cabbage, you need 10 grams of salt. Yes, okay, I know I'm mixing my standard measures and my metrics, but it's easy to remember, right? Pound of cabbage, 10 grams of salt. So sprinkle some of the salt over the top, and using your hands, toss the cabbage to mix the salt evenly throughout. So once the salt has been evenly mixed throughout the cabbage, you let this sit in the bowl for 15 minutes. The salted cabbage has been resting for 15 minutes, and you can see that it looks very wet and dense and limp. So we take the cabbage and load it up into the pickling crock. You're going to need to press down pretty hard in order to get all of this to fit. Trust me, it'll fit, but you're going to have to work at it. You're going to take the lid and put it over top of the cabbage and press it down really good. Then take the weight and put it on top to keep that plate pressed down into the cabbage. Store your pickling crock in a cool and dark place. We'll come back in a couple weeks with another video and we'll taste it and see how it came out.